YouTube, how we doing? PPS here. YouTube play of the day time. We got two spots, one Dinger Tuesday pick. Switching it up. Obviously, last time we hit our long shot, but it wasn't a dinger. So I'm switching over to the Dinger Tuesday spots just so you can, we can have a little more fun looking for the home run ball today. As always, if you could hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and let's get it started. So we have not had a show play on here in a couple days. Unfortunately, we lost our last one with Max Meyer winning and then getting sent down. He beats the Braves and then gets demoted. So I don't know what they're doing over there. Obviously, probably trying to get an extra year out of them. But Lodolo looked fantastic. Should have just went with his strikeouts. But we end up we're still profitable here. Hopefully we can continue and get a winner here because, yeah, that one was brutal. Lodolo looked amazing. So I'm looking forward to backing him continually throughout. So let me share my screen here. First play, I'm going to head over to FanDuel for this one. I'm going back to Grayson Rodriguez and Alec Boehm here today in my first play. So Grayson Rodriguez to get 6 strikeouts, Alec Boehm to get a hit. Alec Boehm, loved the spot today, facing off against Austin Gomber. Gomber, obviously not a guy who gets a lot of strikeouts. So far this year, he does have a 20% K rate. His expected ERA is over a 1.5 higher than his actual, so expecting negative regression, and he's already been kind of bad, so that's another thing to add on top of it. Weirdly enough, he does better at home. I don't know if I would say better is a very vague term. He does better than what he does on the road. So on the road, he's actually been pretty bad. So I do like Boehm here in this spot. Boehm has a 333 batting average against four-seamers so far this year, which is obviously Gomber's number one use pitch. Going down the list, slider and changeup are 2 and 3. Slider so far this year, he's struggled with 222 batting average. But if you go over to the changeup, he's actually smoking that at a 333 batting average, 667 slug. Something that I obviously like to see when you're facing off against a guy who doesn't miss bats. So really like Alec Boehm today. Going over to Grayson, it's hard for me to not want to bet Grayson Rodriguez. The dude has just been so good. I know he's had home run issues last year in his first year, but 2.5 ERA so far this year, 28.5% K rate. I've bet on him every single game. I'm going to continue to do so. When every one of your pitches has a 25% whiff rate, I want to be on that side with him. Looking at that curveball, obviously a wipeout pitch, 39% whiff rate on that pitch, 43% on the sinker so far this year as well. Changeup is obviously one of his best pitches, second most used spot. Facing off against a Twins team that will strike out a lot. I think they could have success against Rodriguez because he does pitch up in the zone, and they're looking just to hit bombs. So I think this is a good clash of styles. I think this is what you want. Team swinging for the fence, a guy who's looking to miss bats. And if they do connect, I do think he gives up a couples today. So really like the spot for Rodriguez. Obviously, he's been an absolute wagon for us. So want to continue to back. All right, number 2, guys. Heading over to DraftKings here. Let me pull it up the screen. Obviously, want to make sure you guys get the same line as me. I'm going to be playing right here. Race to 4 runs. Kansas City Royals minus 130. Let's pull it up. I really like the Royals today. I really like Brady Singer. The dude has been really, really good so far this year. And funny enough, all of his pitching has come at home so far this year. So this is a little different. I know he's heading on the road today, but he's got a 0.98 ERA at home so far this year. And I really like how he's getting both sides of the plate out, right? He's really effectively pitching to both sides of the plate so far this season. We saw last year he really struggled to get righties out, which obviously as a guy here who has a good changeup and a good sinker, that's obviously the case usually when you have a ball running away from these guys. But just looking at the numbers here, that changeup has been really, really good. We should see at least a lineup here with at least 5 lefties in it. I know Eloy is probably back today. He's really the only guy I'm worried about in this lineup. I'm not worried about Martin Maldonado. I still can't believe he's in the league yet. But just looking at it, like the hard hit rates against, he throws a slider 46% of the time so far this year. I think that's going to help him against those righties, and I think that's why we've seen him pitch significantly better versus right-handed batters this year. Looking at it last year, he gave up a 241 batting average against that slider. This year, 188 so far. The whiff rate has gone up 8% on that so far. Hard hit percentage down on that pitch as well to this year. So I think that slider is really helping him get those righties out at a better clip and not give up as much power to righties, because with an elite changeup and a good sinker, you're going to be you're going to be getting the lefties out at a high clip. That's how they are, running away from them, getting ground balls. I think this is a great spot for Brady Singer, so I want to play that. I also really like the Royals team total today. I really like that at 4.5, but I think this is a better spot. You can get it at 4, and I trust Singer more today. I don't even know who they're throwing. I've never heard of this guy, which is pretty impressive if I don't know who you are, because I do watch a lot of baseball. Jonathan Cannon. Also, the White Sox played very well yesterday, right? They 2-0. They threw a lot of their high-end arms last night. Kopech came in the come back in there. We saw 3 other, Dominic Leone, and another reliever in there as well. So I think we could start to see even the worst part of that pen, because Kopech's obviously one of their better guys out of the back end. So I think we could get this one a little bit out of hand early. And if we get that, then we're getting the back end of that bullpen. So like the Royals here. Really like my boy Vinny P today. He's been on a little heater. I played the Royals team total as a free play yesterday, which was really annoying because Sal Perez got ruled out. I think he's back today, and really like this Royals team to take care of business here. All right, guys. 2 plays, like I said. Bohm, Rodriguez, race to 4 for the Royals. I'm going to Dinger Tuesday today. Heading over to FanDuel again for this one. Obviously, they have the Dinger Tuesday promo. And I'm going to head over to Yordan Alvarez at plus 255 here. Really like this spot. I also will be playing his 2 RBIs at plus 390. I think it is an absurd price here because this dude is going to have a ton of opportunities today. Ton of opportunities, especially with a guy like Ronaldo Lopez in there who really, likes to walk guys. So I want to have that opportunity to still, even if he doesn't hit a homer. All right, it's off your screen. Even if he doesn't hit a homer, I do like the spot here, plus 390. Let me put the plus in front because that's going to annoy me this whole time. Let's talk about it a little bit here. Yordan obviously didn't do well yesterday. I was surprised to see him struggle in that spot, but I told Stu on the show yesterday I wouldn't bet Yordan anymore. And then I realized this dude's got 5 ABs against Ronaldo Lopez, and both of the hits are bombs. And when you look at Yordan's numbers, percentile ranks, dude's in like the 99th percentile and pretty much everything, right? Expected slug, expected batting average, expected WOBA, hard hit rate. Dude's only got a 10% K rate so far this year. That is the most important thing for me. This dude, if he's gonna swing as hard as he is, bringing his strikeout rate down from 18.9 in 2022, 18.5 last year to 10%, and still maintain almost a 50% hard hit rate. And you're going to go up against a guy like Ronaldo Lopez, who's going up there ready to trying to make you miss and make you miss bats. I have a really hard time trusting this dude trying to get out the middle of this lineup. When you have Kyle Tucker, who's obviously a very good left-handed bat right behind you, I love that they put him in that 2-hole, gives him a little bit more protection. I know that he's been good so far this year, 0.75 ERA. We're seeing a 2.5 expected ERA, 41% hard hit rate. The expected slugging numbers are obviously quite a bit higher than the actual slugging. Like his expected slug on the slider is 200 points higher than the actual slug against it. So just looking at the pitch sequence that he's been using here and what he's going to try to do, 65% four-seam fastball. Does not matter how hard it is. When you look at Yordan Alvarez having a 586 expected slug and a 56% hard hit rate against four-seam fastballs, it doesn't matter the velo. This guy's going to get there, right? This guy is going to get there. Also really like that he's at home again tonight. I think the Astros, they got to wake up, man. They got to wake up. And I think this is a good spot to try to get them. If you want to look at the other spots here, Slider is the second most used pitch so far this year. 571 batting average versus the slider with a 714 slug. So two pitches that I like to see. Obviously, Altuve, tough strike zone to get to. We get a walk, we get a stolen base. We got an opportunity already. A good bottom of the order. Marcio Dubon, you got him down there as well. Chas McCormick at the bottom part of this order. I think that you got enough guys that can get on for the top end. And I really like Yordan today to take care of business for us. So rolling with Dinger Tuesday, rolling Yordan Alvarez to hit a homer. Plus 255 on FanDuel. I'm also going to sprinkle the plus 390 on his 2 RBI spots. So thank you guys for tuning in today. Again, Bohm hit, Grayson Rodriguez. We're going Royals race to 4. And the Dinger Tuesday pick, Yordan is our guy. 2 RBIs at plus 390 as well. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Best of luck today, and let's crush this Dinger Tuesday.